Hello friends, welcome to my channel Hima Education Medicine. In this video, we'll be looking after Python 5. Okay, so here in this, we'll be dealing with the topics called how to open a file, how to read a file, how to append, write, and create. These are the things. And the last thing will be deleting. So these are the functions we are going to see in it. File handling is an important part of any web application. So here Python is also having several functions for creating, reading, updating, and deleting files. So here we'll be seeing most common function, that is open function for all these modules. So here whenever you find R in quotations, it's nothing but a read. When you find in quotations A, it's nothing but append. In quotations, if we find a W, it is write. In quotations, if you find X, it is creating. Okay, and there are other functions are also in quotations. If you write T, that is nothing but text default value, that is a text mode. And if you find B, it is nothing but binary mode. Example images, how we are going to convert these into binary mode. So here we'll be going with the syntaxes of how to open a file first. Okay, in order to do that, we need to have a file is equal to open of. So here we'll take some existing file. Okay, so here we'll write some sort of existing file, that is demo1 underscore py I'm going to take. So here it is demo1.py, here demo underscore 1.py. Okay, this is how we are going to open the file. So here if we run it, we won't be able to see any error. If we see any error coming, then it says that there isn't any such kind of file. Okay, and then so here if we give a comma and in quotations if we write R and T, so these are all the suggestions you can see. Okay, so here in quotations if we write R and T, that means so here R is nothing but read and T is nothing. T is for text, that are default values. You do not need to specify them. So here if we mention it, that one T means text. So R means read mode only. So here now we'll see that how to read a file. So here we have written this: how to open a file, how to read a file. How do we need to get an output for this? So for that we need to have a print statement as usual in order to see any output. So here I'll be writing file dot read of self. So here I'm going to run it. So here I got nothing output because here demo dot demo underscore one of pi is not having anything. So here we'll write something called print, in which hello world I'll be writing. Okay, now I'm going to run this thing. Whether will I be able to see that whatever the text present in it, well, I'm able to see that or not, we can see. So here the total thing we are getting. So here if we run this demo, we'll be getting only hello world. Whenever you run this thing, you will be able to access file. Okay, you'll be able to read file. Okay, and then if you want to read only particular parts of this file, then you need to specify in cell some things. Okay, so here if I mention 6 in brackets, what output will I be able to get? We'll see. So print of only 6 characters of this string is returning. So here I will change again 6 to 12, and then I'm going to run it. So here it came up to print hello. So here even quotations will also be taken into consideration. This is what we need to remember. So here if you want to read line on read a specified line, Then you can go with read line. Okay, so here if you run it, you will be able to see this one. So here, if there are any number of lines, if you want to specify that particular number of line, then we can do that also. And then we'll be moving towards how to write. So here already you have written R. So here it shows only reading mode. You won't be able to edit it. So here, in order to write some file, you need to use this append and as well as write. Append and write, these are the things you need to use it. So for that purpose, in order to use append a, we will be going to use a. Okay, so here I'm going to write a, and then here I'm going to write something. So here I'm going to add file dot write. What I want to write, so I want to add something like, now I'm adding more text. Okay, so here after adding it, I need to close it. Close the file. File dot close. Then I'll be able to. Then after closing this thing, file will get saved. Then I need to save it. File. I need to open it. File dot open. Sorry. File is equal to open of demo underscore one. Okay, this is what I want to read. Then I want to read this file after opening it. So now I'm going to run it. So there is an error found at the sixth line. So demo underscore one dot py file extension also we need to mention it, and that should be in reading mode only. Okay, now I'm going to run this one. So I'll be able to see that this string has been attached to this one. Okay, this is how we are going to see it, and then we'll be going to look after W, which is a write command. So here you guys need to know what is A and what is W, append. So here append will add to the end of the file, and as well as write will overwrite any existing content. So here already we are having print hello world, and it added some string which we have used it over here. So now we are going to use something called write command. So here everything will be of same, and then we are going to run it. So what output will I be able to get? So here now I am adding more text. So here if we see this file, the previous lines what we have written all have been erased, and it has overwrote the total file. So here whenever you want to add anything to the file, you need to strictly go for append only, not to write. So if you go to write, everything in the previous file will get erased. So here now we'll go with create. So in order to create, we need to use command called x. Okay, so it will create a file and returns an error if the file does not exist. Okay, so here in this thing, I want to create a new file called ram dot py, and I want to create it. In order to create it, I'll be using x. Okay, so it will create a file and returns an error if the file exists. So here I'm not having it. So let us see main.py. Already there is a file with this name. So here with the existing name, if I create it, so here it will return with a error that already file exists. So here if we go with ram.py and create it, it won't return us any error and it will create a file called ram. Okay, so this is how you will be able to see. And in order to create a file, if it does not exist, even you can use w command also. So here ram I'm going to use Sita. So and instead of using x I'm going to use w. Okay, so here even if I run it, I'll be able to see that Sita file also has been created. Okay, so here W will be able to access if the file is there, then W will access it, and if it is not there, it will create a new file. If file is there and you want to create a file with using the X command, then it will show us an error. X will create a file and only when there isn't any file with that specified name. So then now the final thing is delete. In order to delete any file, you need to import something called import OS. Okay, this is what you need to import it. So in order to remove a file, you need to give command like OS dot remove of ram dot py. Okay, this file I want to delete it, so for that purpose I'll be doing it so that ram file has been deleted from my directory. Okay, my from my project it has got deleted. So here even you can use if conditions. If a file exists, so here already I use this os.remove. In future, if someone want to access your program, already you have performed it and he want to delete it, at that conditions you need to give an if files. Okay, so if os dot path dot exist, that is ram dot py, if it exists only, you go for os dot remove of ram dot py. Okay, else print the file does not exist. Okay, this is how we'll be able to. Okay, same thing here in play. Instead of ram, we'll be going with Sita. Sita file already we have created, right? So Sita file we are going to take it into consideration. Sita.py file, Python file. So here if I run it, it will delete it. Okay, this is how we are going to use it. So here there is one more option also. So in order to delete entire folder, we can use a command called rm directory, remove directory. Okay, so after importing os dot remove directory. So here, if you specify any folder in this particular, if you have created any folder in this, you can specify that folder name and you can delete everything. Okay, with this I'll be winding up the session. If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.